welcome to Certified Bangers, and I'm your host, Chidi Bang. So I know a lot of you guys are asking, what exactly is a certified banger? So a certified banger to me is anyone in the community who's doing something outside of the box that's amazing. And it could be something that's creative, it could be opening your own business, it could be being a photographer, it could be being a singer, but it's just someone who's doing something, someone who's just like you, who's doing something inspiring and doing something that's amazing. So the reason why I did this is to launch my new book, which is something that I did that's outside of the box, which is the I Will Devotional, which is now available on Amazon, the Sprinkle of Jesus app, and it's also available on our app, the I Inspire app. So the reason why I wrote this book is because I felt that one of my purposes was to write and to help encourage and inspire people. And so by using this platform, I hope to inspire people to follow their purpose and their passion. So one of the things that's in this book that has to do with passion and purpose is something I like to call platinum purpose. So what platinum purpose is to me is, let's say, how many people have had a time where they're trying to follow a dream and they're trying to pursue something, but it seems like everyone around them is winning. Everyone around them is getting a record deal, or everyone around them is opening that business and making a lot of money, or everyone around them is getting all of this credibility, and they don't understand why their career or their dream hasn't popped off for them yet. And a lot of times I believe that some people who have a higher calling will go through more struggle when they're on their way to purpose. So how I compare it is by using precious metals. So when you have platinum, copper, and gold, all of those metals have a different melting point. And so depending on what metal you're talking about, it may have a higher melting point or a lower melting point. But why they go through fire is to get rid of all the impurities. And sometimes when your calling is very high, you're going to go through more tests and more trials than your copper and gold friends. So you shouldn't look at what's going on with them. Instead of look at your trials as something that's going to prepare you to get to the higher calling that God's destined for you. And that's what platinum purpose essentially is, and that's just one of the gems that is in this book. So this is one of these things that I just feel could really help people, could really inspire people. It's a 52-week devotional. Read it every week. If you're one of those people who, you don't have time to go to church, or you don't go to church, maybe start with this and see exactly where it takes you. I know it was really inspiring and encouraging to me writing it, so I hope it's just as inspiring and encouraging to you reading it. So on our whole schedule today, we have a lot going on, okay? We have an interview from a really poppin' photographer in the Philadelphia area following his purpose. We have a special treat for you at the end of the show, a musician who's coming to share a beautiful holiday song. But that is not before I tell you everything going on with I Inspire. You could find all of these things, whether it be the book, whether it be the telecast of this recording, or whether it be just some encouragement and some enlightenment for yourself. First of all, there's a website. The website launched this week. You can visit it at www.iwillinspire.com or .org, and inspire is spelled with an ENSPIRE. You could also find us on iTunes or Google Play. So you can find us in the Apple Store at IENSPIRE, and that is the I Inspire app. You can also find me on Instagram at Chidi Bang, Chidi_Bang. That's CHIDI_Bang. So now we're going to move into the next segment of the show, where we're talking to Ryan Powell about some of his amazing exploits that he's done with his photography. To say Ryan Powell is just a photographer is an understatement. Ryan, through his portraits, captures beauty and freezes it in time. Based out of Philadelphia, his style of photography ranges from urban chic to tropical exquisiteness. Ryan was also recently recognized by Revolt TV for his work. Please welcome Ryan Powell to the show. Hi, Ryan.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Pretty good.
So how does it feel for once being actually in front of the camera instead of behind it?
Two things. It feels great and it feels terrible at the same time. Yep.
So why you say it feels? Is it like uncomfortable for you?
I feel a little bit nervous, but I feel great at the same time,
Yeah, it's crazy because you probably never really get on this end, so maybe now you understand how some of your clientele feels sometimes. Yep. So that's amazing. So when did you start doing photography exactly?
Well, I picked up a small digital camera around 2007. I mean, I didn't start there. I just picked up a camera and just kind of did what I wanted to do. Well, here's the whole story behind that. Well, it was during the summertime of 2007. I just finished a program called C.Jae, and I had X amount of months to get ready before I went to college. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting at my laptop. I'm sitting at my computer at the time, just bored out of my mind. Right next to me was a garden magazine, bunch of flowers, bunch of plants, and everything. The pictures are really nice. Mm-hmm. Then there was a camera sitting next to it, digital camera, Canon. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking to myself, I can probably get the same shots in my backyard right now. Mm-hmm. So I went out and did it, and the pictures came out amazing. And, well, amazing to me at the time. Yeah. I'm sure it's still amazing right now. But, and so I kind of took it further. I started taking pictures of landscape, went down to Center City, behind the art museum, took pictures of random flowers, different buildings and such. And then when I got to college, kind of did the same thing. Then during my sophomore year, I took pictures of people, and then people seeing that photo shoot, took pictures of them, and then it kind of spread like wildfire.
Right. Yeah. And we had a conversation earlier where you were talking about how you actually used to draw before you even did photography. How do you think that influenced like your art now?
Okay. So that's before the whole camera story and the computer story that I just told you about. So pretty much all of my middle school and high school life, all I did was draw pictures of people and things, And during high school, I went to a school called Charter High School for Architecture and Design here in Philly. And basically, like, all we had to do every day was draw and create. Mm-hmm. And at the time, I loved it. I can see what's in front of me and then kind of put it on paper. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, it felt kind of empty at the same time. It felt like maybe there's something more to this I need to do. And then I'm guessing that kind of helped me pick up a camera because when I used to draw pictures, I used to want everything in detail. I need everything detailed, everything clear, everything artistic. Then I picked up a camera, I can do it with a single machine and a button click. But I knew it wasn't just like let's take the picture and keep going. It was more technical,
Right.
Right.
So you've been doing photography now for about 10 years. So how exactly did it feel for you? I've noticed that you're recently recognized by Revolt TV. Yep. How did that feel? Was that like a defining moment for you to be recognized at that level?
At first I didn't know about it. I think someone just posted on my Facebook page saying, "Congratulations, Ryan Powell." I'm like, wait a minute, where'd this come from? And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's really nice, Mm-hmm. I was pretty happy about it, because all I want to do is work hard and get better.
Right.
And I'm not really doing it for like magazines or anything. I just like to work hard and get better, and then I just thank God that stuff like that just happens during the process,
Right. Mm-hmm. And what was a moment for you that, within your photography career, taking pictures that you knew, this is what I was meant to do? If there was ever a moment for you that was like that.
I'm trying to think. I think it might have been when I did my first wedding. I was still in college when I did it. Mm-hmm. It was around 2010. It was in no, I'm sorry. Was it in Baltimore? Yeah, it was in Baltimore. Right. I think I charged about $100 for the wedding. That was that was my first wedding. I didn't know what to do, Mm-hmm. I just did what I usually do with my current skill level. So I charged about $100. He picked me up from campus, went down to Baltimore, had a pretty good day and everything. And the pictures came out wonderful, you know, and I was thinking to myself, like, the more I keep doing this, I can get better at it, you know. I'm just learning new things as time goes on, and just practicing, and I was liking the results that was coming from me taking pictures. So I'm guessing it could have been that time I did that wedding.
Right.
Or so.
And we talked about some of the times that you felt more triumphant with the Revolt TV, with even, you know, taking pictures at weddings and realizing that this was what your purpose to do. But were there ever moments where you wanted to quit? And in those moments, what advice would you give to some of our viewers, you know, who may be trying to pursue their passion and their goals, and maybe they want to quit? What advice would you give them to continue to move forward?
Keep practicing. You know, I'll just practice every day. Like, learn everything. Learn from your peers. Learn from non-photographers. Learn from photographers, designers, makeup artists. Anything you see around you can be a teaching moment. You know, and one thing that I like to do is, I don't know, just like every day, just study and just listen to people. You know, like talk about art. You know, and that kind of inspires me to, you know, translate that on paper, you know. And recently I just started listening to a guy on YouTube. His name is Peter McKinnon. He just talks about, like, you know, his photography and videography adventure. And it inspires me to get better, you know. He always talks about going the extra mile no matter what. And, you know, like go above and beyond, you know, for your clients and for your art. And the more he's talked about it, the more I wanted to do it myself.
Right.
So just listen to everything, you know. Everything around you is art. People talking, everything, you know. Just try to take it all in and translate it into what you do, you know.
And are there ever moments where you're just walking down the street, and you see like an amazing place to shoot, and you're like, oh my God, I need to shoot there? Or are there ever times where you see a group of people and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to take a picture of these individuals? Like, does that ever happen?
All the time. Every day. Really? Even when my Lyft dropped me off at the corner here. And, you know, it's nighttime now, and I see like the crisp certain lights outside of different businesses and everything, and how it shines at nighttime.
Yeah.
I like that, you know. Yeah, so all the time.
Yeah. Okay. So how can the viewers find you? So what mediums would they use to find you?
Well, for one, my name is Ryan Powell, so you can type in ryanpowellphoto.com and find me there. And it has all my information on it. Right. It has my Instagram, email, everything. Okay. Or you can find me on Instagram as well, which is Rock and Roll Zero. That has my website on there and my email, so you can find me through either one.
Okay. That's great. Yep. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been great. Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
Now for a special Christmas treat, we have Philadelphia's own C.Jae performing his original single, Just Like Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. You're just like Christmas, the only gift I'll ever need. You're just like Christmas, Santa knew just what to bring. You're the angel on my tree, every light all red and green. Lips like candy cane so sweet. Mistletoe is all I need when I'm with you. And it's just like Christmas with you. With you. It's just not Christmas without you. Oh, so many holidays, only Christmas makes me feel this way. And it's just like Christmas Christmas Eve, almost Christmas, and the kids can hardly sleep, 'cause Santa's on his way. I can't wait for Christmas Day when I'm with you. And it's just like Christmas with you, with you. It's just not Christmas without you. With you, and it's just like Christmas with you, with you. It's just not Christmas without you. Oh, so many holidays, but only